Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm kind of wondering, you know, maybe if it's something like that where we're seeing more top laners really abusing that range matchup and having the mechanics already knowing how to do that can bring that here into game 2, especially because Bahrain are on blue.
They do opt towards this blue side. Looking at the bans first and foremost, if we're going to compare it to the last game, the Silas and the Cassante is still going to be taken away. Blue side not actually changing the bans for Bahrain so far.
No. But
Emilio, actually.
Yeah, the Emilio is banned away by Oman. Not even going to give that over to Under. But Samira, the respect over to Easy E.
Samira as the third ban. I mean, it does kind of negate the Samira Nautilus.
Yumi. I know, Under, come on. I know you want to play the Nautilus. I'm with you.
Crazy to just slam a Zeri there. Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be crazy to respond with a Zeri Yumi here.
A Zeri Yumi here, especially with the Zac picked up for Voodoo. It is Zac getting let through for Voodoo. That has been a champion that we have actually seen WK Master play as well. And it's a very powerful tool. I really do like Zac's. And I think it's something that is going to continue to grow into the meta. But they're just all these powerful takes. You slam a blind first pick Syndra.
Yeah, and I think picking Zac first has to be because you're also denying it from Master.
Well, he has played it, so it would make sense. He has
played it. He has also seen Jarvan banned away from him.
Yeah.
And he's going to pick that one himself. So Syndra and Jarvan is going to be the combo. Now, Syndra can use abilities really nicely around the Jarvan wall. It's not going to be an inhibiting factor. Champions like Annie, you have to be really careful with because your range can actually be messed up with the Jarvan Cataclysm. So this combo is nice. Syndra can also cancel Zac. So straight out of the gates, a mid laner gets locked that was banned away from them in the last game. They can cancel the Zac. This Lux pick could also be an Ezreal Lux, could also be a Lux Caitlyn. Again, we're looking at Gashi. He could also be playing Lux with a Senna support for all we know. And what do we know? You know? I don't. But that is a Lux. We know that.
I'm so confused.
Don't be confused yet. I'm confused now.
Nah, I'm even more confused.
I'm lost. Now
I was confused by the Lux because picking it this early.
No, it's good if you just slam Caitlyn Lux into bans because they can't pick a bot lane, right? So
exactly. So that would make sense. But then the Kai'Sa, that's got to be a mid lane Lux.
Also, you've just seen a Jarvan and said Lux for me.
No, that's a mid lane Lux. I think that's what it is.
Well, that makes it worse.
Yeah, but I think that's what it is.
I think that makes it objectively worse.
But you cannot play that with Kai'Sa.
Where there is a will,
No.
there is a way.
No. All right.
You summarize the drafts better, mate. These drafts have all been about willpower. Wait till we get the second series after this one. You want to see some willpower.
That is fair. Well, we're not going to spoil that, though. Let's wait until we get to that series. Let's focus on Team Oman first. Banning away Malphite. Same ban here. Fourth, but on red side.
Darius was the fifth ban.
Yeah, it was.
Which was, you thought it would be an indicator for a top lane champion. Gragas was the pick, and it was the call from us as well. So that one did make sense. Xayah going to be taken away because the Rakan has been locked in.
Yeah, you have to.
You would also probably want to get rid of a long range or very annoying AD. So
Twitch?
I guess that works. I think I would have preferred an Aphelios ban, maybe.
I think you slam Aphelios here, honestly. I think that's the play here for Easy E. It just works really well with a lot of what they have as well.
Yeah, you could also, I mean, maybe not in this draft, but I was thinking Ezreal as well. You've already got some physical damage there.
Yeah,
Lux can't touch you. It's just you need something that can fight with the Kai'Sa.
Yeah. So
that's where Aphelios obviously is going to have a significantly better laning phase and makes the most sense.
It's
just floating other options.
I know. You're trying to cover all the bases, just in case we get some more shenanigans here in the draft, but didn't go for that. Instead, going for what we expected with Aphelios. But this is where our questions remain unanswered until they're locked in, because Team Bahrain, you got a Kai'Sa Lux so far, with a Zac for your jungle. Gashi, what is it going to be? It's going to be a Sion top lane, okay.
Gives us nothing
That gives us nothing, absolutely zero. It's this
just fun on Sion. He has played this a few times. I feel like mid could be a Yasuo, right? Like mid should be a dash champion, ideally, if you have any kind of agency.
Still convinced that Lux is going to be mid.
I mean, it might be. Zoe is not good.
No, not in Syndra.
Or the Jarvan.
Or the Jarvan. Okay.
That is...
Yeah.
I still think that's rough.
It's rough, but it's not as bad.
It can trade well into the Syndra because you can match the range with the laser. We have just seen, however, a triple almost. So Kai'Sa can use the ultimate to cover some distance. The Sion can't. The Zac is engaging, is not disengaging. The Cataclysm is going to be 1v9, right? And the Syndra just gets free reign. The Aphelios gets free reign. Rakan has free entry to the fights as well, if they're able to lock those down. It's kind of like gank mid, get the flash. I want to see if they finish their trades first before I continue that point. It might be Gashi mid.
Yeah, it might be Gashi mid. So subbing in and then putting Dynamo into the bot lane. Okay, that's what it's going to be.
Dynamo then plays the support. Okay, so...
And then Onder is on the ADC.
Why not, huh?
Why not? I mean, right now, you're down 0-1.
Yeah, it's a winnable series.
You gotta pull out all the stops here. Gotta catch your opponents off guard.
I mean, my guys are walking around with a square-shaped wheel trying to reinvent it. We'll see how it plays out for them. We don't know all of the inner workings of these players. They're solo queue, right? We don't actually know if they're good at these champions. You would have to assume the fact that they're locking it in is a yes, but Dynamo playing basically a mid-champion as a support should be perfectly fine. It's the support fundamentals we have to bring up in question for Bahrain. For the side of Oman, nothing changes. The draft is just decent.
Yeah.
Right? They have really good threat, really good kill threat for these skirmishes and these team fights. Zac and Sion cannot deal with an Olaf. Lux and Victor cannot deal with an Olaf.
There is only one problem, though. This energy between the Jarvan and Olaf. Hard to really do much when Cataclysm comes out as
you
Olaf.
almost want flash.
Right.
It's almost standard with the Jarvan in a game to go flash as the Olaf too, but Ghost is the standard for Olaf.
It feels good to go for Ghost on Olaf. You kind of hate going flash, but it feels necessary as we do dive onto the Rift for Game 2. Team Oman up 1 over Team Bahrain, as Team Bahrain have gone for quite the shakeup with their roster, changing a lot of things around all over the place. Onder on the AD carry, Gashi on mid lane with Dynamo as the support. Really shaking up our expectations going into this game that could make or break the bracket for Bahrain.
So first and foremost, it is going to be the Ghost for the Olaf. Everyone else standard as far as summoner spells are concerned. I do think that Cleanse could have value for the Aphelios into the Lux, but because there isn't really other crowd control that you want to cleanse everywhere, you can go for the Ghost and just try and outskill them. And ultimately what you should be trying to do is play the other side of the lane from the Lux at all possible times. That does assume that the Rakan can handle them though. It's not a Caitlyn, it is a Kai'Sa, so as far as trading is concerned, Rakan can kind of go toe-to-toe in the lane. Caitlyn can put traps in the bush and make your life impossible, right? And that's where they start to really pressure you and weasel you out.
Also, Grand Entrance has that unfortunate synergy with the cupcake traps.
True.
That as you go for that, it's very telegraphed. You put down the cupcake trap, and by the time you land, you're already getting stunned.
That's very true. You could also just place those traps between you and the target.
Yep.
Makes it impossible for that Rakan. Game starts off here. Remember, of course, it is Oman 1-0 up in this best-of-3 series. Remember as well that Dynamo is going to be the support. So while he is in mid lane on your screen right now, he is the support player.
I'm looking at who's going to get level 2 first in the spot lane. Easy E and Jank. Last game, kind of one of the first times we really saw them actually look for that aggressive play with the Twitch Amelia.
Gashi going crazy
he's
here.
getting a good trade on Omani as well. That is solid. He got the level 2 spike and he bullied that Syndra.
Yeah, found his leader. Omani just going to straight up whiff the QE combo there as well, not scattering anything. Which means Victor puts himself in a fantastic position in this lane, still with a potion in the pocket and a sizable health advantage. Omani does have Corrupting Potion, so less base HP overall, which is why these trades did look so devastating, but also has used every pot.
Exactly, and that's what I was about to bring up. He's used everything. He's got the biscuit, which you can fall back onto, but you're burning everything just to stay in this lane at level 3, and that's why WK Master is getting called here to try to help out, especially because Gashi has to flash away from the Flag Drag.
I really think there was kill threat there if they played for the kill. Walking out of the bush first from Master was a clear indicator that it was just going to be a flash or a flash predict S Plus is
Hello.
now mid. The Jarvan has gone back to jungle, but S Plus is here.
Pop that ghost. S Plus get in there. Yep. He's got it. No flash for Gashi, even if it's going to be the knockback with the last slingshot, trying to pull him back in. Stretch and strike not going to really work out because they can chase this one down. Gashi dies to first blood. WK Master stealing it away.
Dogging the boys there. Master comes in, snipes away the 400 gold for himself. What did he do for that?
I did everything.
Came in and stole it from his team. Olaf going to be able to go back top lane. And
it was
pretty
me
much
who got the flash. I deserve the kill.
Yeah, right. That's definitely a jungle thing to say. Meanwhile, the Olaf, who somehow got a second gank off here, is the one clutch and used Ghost for this to alleviate pressure for Omani 1v9. Is also controlling that top wave. You can see at the time of that replay, the Scion was under his tower, which is why it was such a fantastic move. And thank you to the observers for getting the opportunity to do that as well.
Does help us, not as commentators, but also as
Brain
viewers.
fog, man.
Right. It's always one of those distracting things. I think it's just because we. Oh, wow! What?
Wait, there's a
Speaking of distracting, they've got Voodoo here too.
This is a 3v3. Bahrain do simply win this.
Yeah.
Sorry, under the turret, they would win this. They would simply lose this otherwise. Nice from Easy E, the bait in.
Voodoo.
They don't know.
They don't know. Sneaky flash away, but they already got the root with the grab jump as well, and they've got the kill on both bot laners. Voodoo will trade back on Easy E, but a 2-for-1 special for Oman.
Master is a greedy boy. Doesn't play to kill the Zac, doesn't stop the Zac from killing his AD carry, instead goes for the Lux.
This is what I call the solo queue special jungler.
And look, does get it. The end result isn't bad. Zac having the time of his life, not actually hitting these until their last hits.
I think he wants to keep it frozen as long as possible.
I mean, the issue is, while it's frozen, it's not. He's not actually helped the bot lane at all. He's done nothing but hurt the bottom lane.
Yeah, it's going to slowly push away.
There was no winning in that situation, and it's going to crash perfectly as often. But look at him. He just flag drags, doesn't care that it misses. The flash was nicely done by the Kai'Sa, but at the same time sacrifices his AD carry to flash after the Lux. Truly a jungler after a solo queue player's own heart.
And he's got 2 kills for it. And look at this. He's on vision completely. Voodoo knows where he's at. Voodoo is a little too low to stop the recall. Gotta watch him out of the lane. That's why Gashi had to take a very long path because he did spot out WK Master in the bottom side.
Would love some honey fruit if possible for this Victor. Omani is able to push this one in. Also has the biscuits in his back pocket. Gashi has nothing. Bahrain are going to go for the Drake because they know the Jarvan base, so this should be free.
Yeah, full vision, full knowledge. Bot lane, I mean, sure, say what you want. The slow push that Voodoo accidentally set up and made it difficult for Dynamo and Onder, it did allow them to then rotate down towards that dragon.
And top just hanging out, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say, S-Plus, that is a fat minion wave.
Yeah, it's a juicy minion wave. Fun wants to collect that one. Can judge the last hitting from him for as long as the camera is here. And I think he's just going to collect them all.
Yeah.
Happy man, happy camper.
Pretty difficult as Scion when you get a full charge like that uninterrupted too. Takes the wave, denies anything from S+ from taking that turret, but S+ is on a bit of an adventure. He is going on the safari into the jungle.
Yeah, he's trying to use that prio for as much as he can possibly get, right? This is a deep bit of vision here from Oman.
That was S+, put that down. WK Master's like, hey, I can walk in there, but it didn't take away that control ward. So the blue buff take is completely knowledge.
And also, mechanically speaking, the flash was quite good from him in bottom lane if we're going to quickly spot check the AD carry of the team.
Yeah, I was a little confused by the bot lane because I was expecting Voodoo to look for something and then he just kind of backed off even though Easy E was aggressing forward.
Mid-all inning, Victor going to use the Chaos Storm. Syndra has used the ultimate as well.
Ult for ult trade.
So the Jarvan is here and there is a flashless Victor. And that is a level 6 Jarvan.
Oh, he's dead. Scatter the weak connect, you're done. Bye-bye. You try to get away. That's going to be the gravity well inside of the pit, but they've got the damage and can easily wait it out.
And it comes exactly back to what I was saying in draft here as well, Magic. All right, you pick that Victor, you trade flash from a gank a single time. Jarvan comes back. Nicely timed from him as well. Gashi is going to have that flash when he respawns. But they get that cheeky kill off, which does a lot for the game state, particularly through mid, because Omani gets the kill, gets the reset, and gets control of that wave, knowing full well that he has a Jarvan in the pocket.
And we'll have that even though Gashi, like you said, will have that flash up now, that's still something that you can constantly target. Always try to get that off of Victor, so that way you can put the pressure, allow Syndra to get free Syndra bucks, scale up further into the game, and make it so that you have a free win. Though right now, bot lane, Jank, he's going to die to this 2v2.
Max damage combo here, very nicely done, particularly Onda recognizing that that was immediately the fight. Uses W and R at the same time, I believe, here as well.
Like,
W ult in, bang, full combo, and that little cheeky auto attack that was chucked in there from Dynamo hits the Lux passive, gets the lethal.
Nice. Honestly, very well done by Team Bahrain bot lane for a new bot lane as well, for something that hadn't played the games together before. So having that little bit of synergy there, that's helped them out against Easy E and Jank, who had a pretty good time last time into the Bahrain bot lane.
Herald's still going to be taken here, however, by Master and by the side of Oman. So still pretty much in control of this game as a whole. Very odd usage of the W there. Did not expect that one, but now pressuring mid lane. Flash is there.
That's gone. Scatter of the week. There's even a flash for Jarvan and Jank on the other side. Gashi realizing he cannot escape, so he flashes forward purely to look for a 1-for-1, but he couldn't get the damage.
Yeah, not going to be able to lock that one down. Meanwhile, top lane, the Olaf has ulted Sion, just going to use the same and shouts cowards as he is the one that runs away.
I always love that. Like,
it's so good, isn't it?
It's just shout cowards, you're running away. It's one of those things, it's like a villain from a kid's movie.
It's a Team Rocket thing,
right?
Like, it's I'll be back.
Exactly. That's exactly what it reminds me of. It's the bad guy in any kid's movie. As they're running away from the battle, it's like, I'll get you next time.
You will remember this.
You'll rue the day that you crossed me.
Well, they did cross him.
Yeah, and speaking of ruin the day, mid lane not looking too good still for Team Bahrain. For bot lane,
hello.
Does seem that they're set up for pretty much the exact same play, but Jank did have a stopwatch with the exhaust on Easy E. Easy E doing the best he can to kite back, and that's a Moonlight Vigil, explosive damage. No, Bahrain the bot lane, the only thing working out. Unfortunately, a 2-for-1 special again for Oman.
Beyond the grave, it seems like the Kai'Sa might have been able to get a Q off or something like that. Didn't quite see the animation. Full combo here comes out. Stopwatch dodges every single part of it. The E doesn't even explode from Dynamo. They're focused on Easy E. And just like that, full combo, Infernum, weapon.
Yeah, Q.
And it was the Q after death that does confirm at least a 1-for-1 trade. Full respect to Bahrain for committing 100% of their efforts towards that, but they didn't press tab, and they were punished for it.
Yeah.
Jank has also taken all of his health. He has definitely held this way for his AD carry.
Oh, Cannon as well. Make sure that Easy E gets more gold as he gets back into lane. Because he did die.
Vision this time will actually spot them. Look at mid lane just quick here as well on your mini-map.
Oh, yeah.
No flash on that Victor. Jarvan with the ultimate. I know we're looking
Flag
bottom.
drag down into the mid lane. Easy killing spree for WK Master. Testing that one off the mini-map as you were calling out, because it was pretty clinical there for that mid lane jungle duo.
Certainly was. And I know that we were looking bottom because they were trying to stop them. Play in mid Kai'Sa roll.
Kai'Sa ult on WK Master. That is shutdown gold on Jarvan, but unfortunately wasn't enough damage to actually pop the passive of Kai'Sa. The flash over the wall from Omani. The attempted play by Bahrain mid lane unfortunately doesn't net anything.
Yeah, they force a recall, they force a summoner spell, and they will ultimately still lose to the Rift Herald charge in that play, all things considered. They will go back towards the Drake. This is very telegraphed for Oman, but I don't know how interested they are in contesting this one just now, with the Jarvan as low as he is.
Yeah, he's too low. Jank dodging away from the light binding as well. He knows they're on the objective. WK Master now with the Scar's Bloom. He's going to spot that out. Flag and drag. Might. No, doesn't steal it away. Voodoo was able to secure the objective that they came for.
He's here.
Waiting for the re-engage. Voodoo not going to get the last slingshot, but the flash away from Easy E. They're looking to re-engage. They got a lot of damage on the Jank with the Flag and Dragon. The double knock up, and they got a lot of damage. Rakan going to be the first casualty, as well as Jarvan afterwards. Shutdown picked up by Bahrain. 2 kills. Gonna net them that with the dragon.
Sion is
play.
on a journey, by the way. He is between the turrets in top lane during all of this. You could hear the ultimate is gone. That fight in bottom, I mean, put simply, was a fight that didn't need to happen for Oman, but a fight they really wanted. It started with a steal, then they realized this Jarvan has no flash. He's just used that one earlier.
Yep, and didn't even get the steal either.
Didn't even get it. And then it was a flash used by the Aphelios as a result, right? Positioning ended up being in that situation. Rakan goes down for the team. And kills go the way of Bahrain. And you're left scratching your head.
Yeah, and also the fact that Gashi, he's been struggling in that mid lane for some time, was able to pick up a kill from that fight.
Helps a lot.
Helps a lot.
A whole lot. For a 1-4 Victor to be 1-4, not 0-4. But a plate for mid. Still, if you compare Gashi to the rest of Oman, especially those carries right now, he is super far behind.
Yeah.
That might actually be the mythic.
That should be the mythic for Omani.
He's got magical footwear, not boots, so he should have more than enough money for that one. Actually does get his recall cancelled by Gashi. That does mean one more free wave in mid for sure. And another Chem Soul. Another Chemtech Soul.
We're getting a lot of those here in the rotation.
Yeah.
That and Hextech Soul.
Yeah.
Those two feel like far more than anything else.
I can recall one Infernal.
I think one Mountain as well.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe a Cloud, but I have not seen an Ocean.
Going in here. Olaf nearby.
Flash slingshot out of there. So, Voodoo, you'll be fine, but has to forfeit that blue buff. Meaning that is going to be stolen away. And Oman, they get freedom in this jungle, though decimating space. Hey, fun.
Freedom gone. Someone's having fun in top lane now, isn't it?
You got the gold from Grom.
Happy man.
He's like, I got you, Voodoo. We'll keep the gold in the pockets of Bahrain. But bot lane is more important because Easy and Onder, they were fighting, and another double kill favoring the bot lane of Team Oman.
Yeah, bot lane really important here for sure. Easy starting to run away with this game. Mid lane equally as important. You're about to see a Zac potentially go for a gank there while while Jarvan was looking for the dive on Victor. We watch this replay bottom once again. Full combo.
Oh, and it was onto Easy.
Oh, but it's a blue-red weapon combo here, so just too much damage. We come back out of the replay and said this was going to happen. So.
Yep. We knew that was going to happen, but it does seem that nobody died.
And a late exhaust bottom. I think that's the biggest thing. Running as Kai'Sa Lux, and the fact that, we'll maybe have to wait. It seems like he'll be okay.
Yeah, Jank is there too.
He's just
Look at S+. Yeah, S+ is on his way. That's going to be the top of your passive. TP to it to try to defend the Zac the best you can, even having Chaos Storm brewing, but you still lost Zac the moment you spawned.
They'll still find the kill. Voodoo still falls. Looking at mid right now, Gashi needs to be careful.
Oh,
Dynamo just...
No. He whiffed completely. Oh, he whiffed everything. Ooh. But it's fun, actually, here to make sure that they can clean up at least one kill, while S+ on the other side has Ragnarok. Doesn't have the Ghost, but he's got the Undertow, getting a lot of damage onto Dynamo, and saying, it's easy for me to get this unless we have the damage from Kai'Sa. Trade it back 1-for-1 all the while. You have this Jarvan, no ult, but he's got full damage. Flashing forward, too, looking for the kill, as Fun should die to the help of the Raptors for a double kill out of WK Master. While Voodoo, he's respawned, he's back in the fight. Got the explosive damage that he's trying to get onto anybody right now, and even bouncing around, but WK Master went back in, flag and drag, he's out of there!
Dynamo standing there with no HP and no regard for this Jarvan is looking for a Syndra, and that Syndra is so gone from Summoner's Rift. Turret falls, but so does Omani 1v9. I mean, they get something from this trade. This Luden's Lux that we are seeing in bottom lane wants to be a carry, get some money. Watch how this play happens. In the first place, they take out all of the blobs except for the one being teleported to, and Syndra just presses the afterwards. No health because majority of them were taken out. Then a Scion ult and a very tragic Lux Q. We're back to fighting. We're back to fighting. We're not really, but...
Yeah, Blast Cone. Voodoo's fine. You got the Chemtech Soul that we were talking about before. So even extra movement that you can get away from an Olaf.
Can't blame production for cutting these replays because it always looks like there's a fight.
Right. I mean, and that's kind of what I'm expecting too, is half the time we come out of replay and there's already a fight starting. And it does seem that both teams want that. We've got 9 kills by Team Bahrain, 14 by Team Oman. Just shy of the 18-minute mark as well. There it is. Nice flag and drag though buffer away from the stun of Zac, and even using the flash stun to get back in. Because look at S+ on the flank. They know what's happening right now. They're waiting for that TP.
Teleports are in.
Having S+, no, it's going to be Omani showing up as Voodoo is so low, and he no longer has the flaw passive to work with. So they can take an easy kill off of that one. Well, Fun back underneath this turret. Is pretty tanky. Wait a minute. Omani kills Dynamo on the other side in mid lane. So with that done, that's 2 dead on Team Bahrain. That is going to be the Rift Herald for Team Oman.
Looks like Rift Herald free. Drake should be theirs as well in reality. They should be able to secure this objective, walk straight back over to the Drake, and there should be really no contest for either with this Zac gone. But bit of pressure here from Gashi, who gets immediately ulted.
Immediately, even though Onder wanted to get on top of EZE, it was a nice flag and drag from Master to make sure they could not get the kill onto Aphelios, but Fun will trade, get one onto Omani as Gashi's low, waiting it out, double kill for EZE. And Team Oman again, benefiting from these skirmishes.
Gashi's got the moves, but not in a way that can save him, unfortunately. He's just constantly trapped. They're looking at Voodoo. Lux is back alive, and another combo comes through.
There's a lot of damage there on WK Master for the shield, and the help from Jank to re-engage with a huge quickness onto 3 members. Make sure that Team Oman are going to get out of this one.
Voodoo jumps on out to safety and will be fine. And that Drake that I said was completely free, still there.
Still there.
And S Plus is going to push a top lane during all of this. After the play that happens, top Kai'Sa hits a W, but I highly doubt she wants to follow that one through and have any kind of fight that involves S Plus on Summoner's Rift. So we'll just allow the Olaf to walk.
S Plus is truly playing the side lane game like throughout this entire bracket.
You're not wrong.
Anytime anyone ignores him, he'll take a turret. They try to fight him, he'll fight. He doesn't care. And it allows this team a lot of flexibility across the map, getting that dragon, and wasn't stolen away, unfortunately, by the what is this? Final Spark. What was the original name of Luxol?
Finalis Flunken.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Funken?
Yeah, it's some German words that I should know because I know how to speak German.
The word spark in German.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to know the word spark.
Yeah.
Either way, Final Spark doesn't find the mark on Drake, which means also that Oman will get their first one. It's not going to be a Drake soul being threatened here by Bahrain, which is the one thing they truly have going for them, because otherwise 8k gold down. Nothing in the world is free for Bahrain as of this moment.
And it's free for Team Oman because Omani, again, another solo kill onto Gashi in a side lane with Rift Herald having been spawned there all the way back in base.
No reinforcements coming either.
No.
No one here to help Gashi.
No.
Charge for free. Vision now gained, and Omani 1v9 recognizes he has maybe 5 seconds to attack this turret. Backs away.
They're going to get it, though.
Hard reads the situation. Has E.
Voodoo. There it is. Scattered of the week. Good counter to Zac, but you got to be careful because there are some reinforcements for Bahrain, getting a lot of damage onto Omani. And Under going to take the kill credit for it.
And Omani 1v9 simply took the fight because his team's going for Baron.
Yeah, why not?
That's the question. Why did he turn? Why did he get hit by that Syndra W? The Kai'Sa W? Well, the answer is quite simply his team has a Baron buff. So as we see that 1v1, we get out of this replay. Oman now find themselves 10,000 gold ahead. It's EZE's turn.
They flash forward onto EZE. The burst damage, not enough to actually kill him. And he's got a red. He's got the healing that he needs to kite it back and survive. Even with the choo-choo train down mid, it does nothing to stop this gravy train on the side of the Team Oman. As WK Master wants to re-engage, that's why they're committing the TP. But they did get a nice stun onto S+, so they can't look for the full fight.
Master really playing some 400 ping gameplay there with that flag drag. I thought he was going to go for the fight, but really was just protecting his Rakan. Post-decimating smash. Mani 1v9 with the teleport has actually gone back into the bottom lane, so he's really looking to play that 1v1 me bro mindset.
Well, if he lands one scatter of the week, we've already seen this happen before for Gashi.
Close to the wall was actually dicey for Gashi, but the Q movement speed helps him, of course, to cover some extra distance. Also having Voodoo in the pocket is going to help him feel safer.
No, I feel like it still is a 1-for-1 at that point with Voodoo there.
Most likely.
Maybe even worse than that.
Yeah, and let's be clear, that is a death cap rushed second.
Yeah, that's why.
Full DPS output. Fun hits and knock up. No one really cares now. That's the way top lane is going.
Yeah, S+ should be able to take this turret. Just walking up to it too. Sees everyone on their way to the top lane as well. Totally fine with that because that means his team can now focus on the mid lane.
Show us top!
Yeah, we would like to see that, but Under is going to get the kill as he was chasing down far for that one while his team takes down the tier 2 mid.
That was a full health Kai'Sa at the end of that as well. I figured S+ would go at him, but maybe to sacrifice himself for the turret. Zac wants to go in.
Out of the week, not huge. dead. Getting the Q damage onto Voodoo. Re-engaging, flash out of there. There's no turret to defend you anymore. The flash in from Jank to interrupt a lot, but it's a trade of 1-for-1 at the moment. Where's the rest of your damage for Oman? I guess they're relying on WK Master. No, there's Easy E. Moonlight Vigil exploding. Voodoo nearly dies, but they have the kite back. Easy E's got to be careful because he's getting chased down by the Designated Smash and shut down for Onder. Jank, the next casualty, and is Bahrain capitalizing on the mistakes of Oman.
Bahrain get massive shutdowns into the hands of this Kaiser as well. Onda gets 1,000 gold off of Easy E. And this game is still 10,000 gold in favor of Oman. That's how far ahead they were.
Yep.
But they are giving little ins here and there to the Bahrain squad. Money into the hands of the right person on this Kaiser. Let's just play one more time. Syndra doesn't cancel the Zac. They go for the stun afterwards. It's a great ultimate, but straight into a Lux combo. This Syndra actually dies before anyone in that Cataclysm does. Loses awareness of the Lux for a second and gets punished, and now they're stuck in the base. Master could just be left to die, and I think that would be fine. And again, no ability to actually kite here. The Gale Force used for no particular reason, so the next Decimating Smash will find its mark, and Onda gets an absurd amount of money.
Yeah, that is a Kaiser that has just completed a second item fully.
What is he building now? He's got a cloth. Is it a Zonia's AP build from here on?
Maybe.
Not normally seen with the Nash's Tooth. I don't think you go the Zonia's.
You don't need to because you already have enough AP.
Exactly.
Not sure either, but Team Oman, like you said, they still have nearly 10K.
I vibe with Zonia's, to be clear.
Yeah. So it's going to be another dragon taken by Team Oman, their second one of the game, denying that soul point potential from Bahrain. Like we were kind of setting up before, maybe a potential win condition completely out of the window. It was already bad enough before, now really not there.
Explosive plant completely whiffed by Dynamo, but Master assumes he was going to hit that one. An objective has been claimed as well by some miracle. It said the Scion, but it was the Victor. And we continue to pressure, we continue to push. Omani keeps using the Scat of the Week and not finding his mark, so Zac has angles.
There it is, and look at that. Easy E going to be the target. That's a lot of damage flashed away by Easy E. All the while, S+ chasing down to the back line, looking for Gosh, but he's killed off by Dynamo. And now they got to be careful. Even with a nice flag and drag and Cataclysm on top of Bahrain, they're still alive. There goes the Scion. But look at Jink and how low he is. Trying to get back there, but he's burning. They got Zac waiting it out. Pun trying to chase down Easy E. It is trade 3, still alive on each side. But Oman still feel powerful. They've got minions and they can topple the inhibitor.
Kaiser has ult. You have to be so careful here. If Kaiser hits a W, even if it's on the Jarvan, you ult and you actually take them all out. Nice little dodge with Deki's vision.
Yeah, there it is. Doesn't land. No.
Red buff perfectly timed for Easy E to get full health back, and I feel like they actually cheese kill the Kaiser here.
I think you do too, but they are taking the blast guns
Master
away.
has abandoned Easy E.
It's still close enough. That's the flag now. Should scare away Onder from even attempting the chase.
Syndra's top has teleport.
Oh, it's Onder. Okay. He goes for it, but getting kited back. One more auto. It is going to be the kill for Onder. Has a heal and a shield there from Dynamo, so the turret not going to take him. And Omani, Scatter of the Week on to the wave instead, realizing that Kaiser's out of there.
And that cloth armor was actually sold in place of a stopwatch. Recall going to be cancelled here. Blue Trinket stops the Master. Is not going to be able to walk through here and find a target without being slowed first. But hunting that blast cone.
That is a big blast cone, and it's taken by both of them. Flag and drag not on top of Kaiser. Onder has been kiting forever, but here's Jank to make sure that Kaiser cannot get out of this one.
And eventually the Kaiser falls. The one person that Oman really needs to kill if they want to win this game. Mechanically, it has been an absolute mess from Oman the past 5 minutes, but they finally course correct. They finally right the ship. Their AD carry is back alive. They work towards the Baron buff. No AD from Bahrain. No contest. You would expect bar the Lux laser, and there's going to be a Syndra there. And that was really early anyway. And the Lux is gone.
There goes the Lux. Once you're noticed by Omani 1v9, he just make sure it's a 1v1 that he'll always win. Baron picked up by Team Oman, and
yeah, right.
All right.
What that? Okay, so maybe in Gashi's mind, by the way, still has, I believe, oh no, Flash is on cooldown just. I maybe thought that the ult was used on the Lux, but it seems like Lux just died to a QE.
Yeah.
Which you would have to assume that is how fed Syndra is. That does make sense.
3 items. One of them death cap? Yeah, definitely. So Team Oman cracking more than just the bot lane inhibitor turret and inhibitor. They're looking for all lanes of pressure. And S+ in this top lane, that is a fat minion wave stack as well. That's starting to collide with that tier 3. The inhibitor turret now threatened in top lane. That could be the last one remaining that stands for Team Bahrain. So they try to deny it. They get the Ragnarok out of S+. They unfortunately lose out on mid lane.
Lose the mid inhibitor. 2 are now gone. Victor dealing with those bot supers is about to move his way over. This is the only opportunity they realistically have to look for those fights if possible. Lux binding, remember again, no cleanse, no QSS, no tools to stop the Lux from doing damage.
No, but Jank takes a lot of damage. Moonlight Vigil only doing hit to Gachi. Nice scout of the week though, completely denies the engage of Bahrain. So with that gone, and he has to go back to base. Just wait it out, rinse and repeat with the minions. This time mid lane, even looking at top lane, how low that is.
Rakan bases, it's a 4v5 right now. It's a 4v...
No, it's a 4v4.
Never mind.
It's a 4v4, make it a 4v3, make it a 3v2, because right now everyone is dying, but it's Oman actually in trouble. They might have bit off a little bit more than they could chew.
Yes, they have bitten off way more than they can chew. Inhibitor going to fall in top. Perhaps.
Oh, I know he can win this one. He's got Ghost, he's got Ragnarok, he's chasing down.
Axe, though.
It has dropped his axe. He needed to pick that one up if we wanted to reset. Pulled back because that Ragnarok is gone. I'm looking at Onder. He wants to chase this one down so badly with Voodoo, getting the knockup as well, but you're still going into an Olaf. You have to kite him back, and he's got the damage, he's got the shield, and he almost takes down one, but he is fallen by Onder.
And eventually it does go down. What is the cost here, right? 3 inhibitors gone. Megas now double spawning, right? Double supers are going to be here. You've got another Drake to look towards to the side of Oman. It'll be the 3rd of the game. They've bought themselves time, they've bought themselves an abundance of money and farm. You see how this fight starts off again, I'm only 1v9. He's quite simply throwing himself in. Sion hits this insane flank.
Very well done.
And simply not seeing this Aphelios play good League of Legends right now with a Sion in his face. Meanwhile, Olaf was split pushing. Oman truly are just really just playing around. With Bahrain. They've managed to stay 10,000 gold ahead. But the thing is, the more gold that exists in the game, the closer the gold lead realistically is, because gold matters less and less.
We are getting some pretty big power spikes for Bahrain as well.
You're 1,000 gold off the full Kai'Sa.
Exactly. Kai'Sa 12-6 at the moment. It is the Zonias that was completed. Really going for more of that poke build here to really keep them at bay the best you can.
Bot inhibitor has to be taken first here. You want those supers to spawn. Imani needs to be so careful to stop getting hit by these Kai'Sa W's. Finally, one dodges.
They're going to make Team Oman question whether they want to commit to the play instead. Yeah, they are reading that they should take down this inhibitor in the bot lane.
There's even flank wards available if they really wanted to here, but they're just going to go for the inhibitor, the part that does make sense. Zac in plain sight cannot engage as long as the Syndra is there with the scatter the weak. So the inhibitor falls. And now we've got, roughly a minute until supers will breach the base bottom. So it's roughly a minute of gameplay with Bahrain actually holding. Victor farming out of his mind, by the way, with all of these minions that are just sprinting at him.
And you want him to get back so he can complete that death cap like he has now. Never mind. Got it in his inventory. That'll help out with this wave clear that they desperately need. Like you said, they have to hold the line for quite some time. But if they keep landing these Kai'Sa W's, that's going to make it really difficult for Team Oman to actually step up. Easy E was taken down pretty low, and we were talking about Omani beforehand.
I mean, this 10,000 gold lead is probably one team fight away from actually being a winning game state for Bahrain. Like, if they actually get time to break out of the base with an inhibitor alive, they can do so much work 33 minutes in.
They gotta get out of the base. Scatter the weak connect on to Gashi. They've got a lot of damage, and you gotta get the stopwatch on Omani. Almost traded back. It is gonna be 1-for-1 at the moment. Look at the other side. Easy, he's gone. That is a big target off that you don't have to worry about Onder. He has to kite back, though. He's got to be careful. He's taken out by Omani. That was your only ace in the hole if you are Bahrain. Or is it? Because they got a lot of damage coming in from these tanks, kiting back the best they can. Omani slows down. Decimating Spat interrupted. And that is unleashed power onto Fun. And Fun, he's dying. He's low. He's alive. He survives. I can't believe that he is still there. But with all these super minions in the base for Bahrain,
Hit the
and the
towers.
Pop, they just got to hit the towers. They got to hit the Nexus as Fun tries to get back, tries to keep the game alive the best he can. But he's got so damn long until the rest of Bahrain
Just hit
respawn.
the Nexus,
You just got to hit
Syndra.
it. Don't fight him anymore. He's going to go into the zombie form, and he might be able to fight back. There it is. Never mind. It is going to be Team Oman winning 2-0.